I guess well, there are some games where Wraith King's not okay, but I would say that he's, even with the nerfs, probably still the most stable carry currently. If you had to like pick a carry in the first half of the draft, I feel like
Ember Spirit.
yeah, it's not a carry. Come on, Winner. That's intellectually dishonest. Anyway, Ember's banned, so there you go.
He's kind of carry, you know. You can't say no.
I kind of disagree, but anyway, RNG take the Lich, LGD with the Tidehunter, big team fight coming their way.
Yeah, for the Rainfire, Ravage Rainfire.
So what's this Tide about? Is it just about getting more team fight? Is the laning matchup good against the Legion? I don't imagine that's ever going to be the laning matchup. Like,
it's not just a lane matchup. The lane matchup is okay. I think it's more about he has to duel you. You know, if he duels someone else, you just blink behind and get a big Ravage off.
Right.
I mean, in that way, he's kind of counter to the Tide as well. But I can see why they are going for this Tidehunter pick here, because you need to, like I always mention about the battle of the team fight, who gets that area. The Phoenix egg is one thing, the Quarter ball is one thing, the Will-O-Wisp and Ravage is also another thing. You know, it's all about securing that advantage. I always tell you about they need to defend this area, they need to hold the ward position right at this choke point, and it's very, very important that you have this kind of heroes that will allow you to do that. It just takes more boxes in the draft. The more boxes you take, the lower the ease of execution is, so it's easier for your players to play better.
Yep. Yeah, if you have big holes in your draft, then you're trying to fix it with itemization, or there's just plays that aren't available to you, right? Like maybe the enemy team has everything on cooldown, or somebody's dead, but you don't have Roshan taking potential, right? And then what do you do?
Look at the LGD lineup last game. It's not easy to play. I mean, I wouldn't even say they played bad that game, even though they lost. It's just down to the lanes not going well, and the game became really hard for them. So that's the lane counter for the Legion. But Troll is kind of like if you want to say he's a support core, he's not exactly a support core. He's kind of a win condition, but he's not a very strong win condition. So generally, people would pick another win condition. Apart from the Troll. I mean, I don't even think that Troll can be considered a win condition because he's too easily kited. And OD is a great counter to his Troll because you can always use Astral to deal with the Battle Trance, and he's very good against the Tidehunter.
Yeah, this is a really nice OD pick, and I don't feel like LGD are going to be able to do too much about it. Like, I guess they could still pick. There's still a Puck. If they want to be crazy about it, you know, we could see something like a Pugna, but just seems unlikely given the drafts so far.
They have to be very careful with what they pick though, the carry. If they get into a situation where they pick someone that's too weak, I could see LGD maybe running away with the lanes, like go for some aggressive lane. Troll, because Troll is a very strong laner, right? So in the event that they pick like some Slug Monkey King or whatever it is to counter the Tide, there is always the option to go aggro with Troll, and you have triple range heroes. And Phoenix doesn't like to be in a tri-lane, you know? He wants to get experience. Yep. So he prefers the dual lane.
And that's when the Dazzle comes back, baby. Last pick of the draft. PSG.LGD put their foot down, put their foot on the gas.
They're gonna pick some Ursa, some fighting carry. Or maybe the LC could be a carry. I've seen one game, maybe no, it was LGD. LGD did a carry LC one game, one of the games in one of the series.
I think it can work under limited circumstances, but
PSG.LGD.
This is an amazing pick. Double counter, Tide gets countered, Troll gets countered.
Yeah, both of their picks, right? The OD and the Razor are both like, all right, 1-to-1 counters to both the Tide and the Troll. So it makes LGD's game a little bit harder, and this has to be a really good last pick.
The thing is, you look at their last ban, Slug is also a very reasonable ban, because Slug counters Tide and Troll.
Yeah. So now what, Lina? What are they going to play? Yeah. That's like
the lane counter.
It's a laning counter, and it's decent against Razor, right? You've got
and
Burst.
The
and the egg. I can see why it's the best pick. I'm just not... I don't have super high confidence in Lina, but we'll see. Does Somnus really have no Lina cosmetics? Is this really
Is that all
timeline
you
we're in.
care about today after all the games and now you're looking at it? Finally, you actually decide to look at the cosmetics.
I think it shows you. Look at these other pro players, right? Look at the investment that they have in their heroes. They're all blinged out, and here's Somnus on his plain Jane Lina.
Yeah, but Somnus is the best player on this team.
True.
So what does that tell you? If you invest too much on cosmetic, you don't get as good as Somnus.
Okay. I'm sure he's got some good cosmetics on some other heroes. It's just the Lina that's a little bit lacking. Anyway.
You're unreal, brother. You're actually unreal.
What hero has your best hats, Winter? What's your best Dota dress up?
Alpine. What's the name? The Ursa.
Oh, you've got the
Alpine.
okay.
No,
Yeah,
I don't have
Alpine
it. But
Ursa?
I think that's I think that
Oh, that's
that's
your
the best.
favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I don't think anyone's gonna hook you up, unless someone wins big on a bet watching this game.
It's
Maybe
okay.
they'll.
I rather people hook me up a beta fish. I don't want any items on Dota.
Okay.
Give me a fish, a rare fish. I'll be happier that way.
Prepare for battle.
All
Is
right.
that a thing in Australia?
What? Just like
Be-
collecting.
betas?
I've
Beta fish.
I've heard of them. There's a really interesting there's a cool YouTube channel that I watch occasionally. I can't remember what the name of the channel is off the top of my head, but it's just like it's just aquarium videos. Just this guy just feeding his fish and stuff like that. So that's
It
what
takes the anger out of you when you play Dota. I'm telling you, it works for me.
You should post some pictures of your. Do you have any pictures of your fish on social media? The people
No.
demand it, Winter. Everyone go tweet at Winter. Tell him that he needs to post pictures of his fish.
I have about 70 beta fish.
Oh wow! You better post pictures then. Come on, man. What are you're holding out on us.
Maybe you can change my mind, but not
Okay.
now.
Well, I'll keep trying over the course of this game.
So right now, so Daya has decided to do an aggressive tri lane, so they want to give Tide a good lane. It's very, very important for Tide to have a good start. I mean, he's a bit like Bristol. He doesn't like to be behind from the get-go.
Look at this. Look at the sacrifice in the inventory of X Nova. He's got a Bassi and one Tango. This is the true greed of the position
not-
4 Rubik players.
Are you not a support player? This is normal. This is like he is going to have more tangles after bounty rooms.
Yeah,
you know?
he'll get them ferried out for sure. But
Usually you have only 2. Hey, wait, no, you don't have 2 right now. You actually have 4, because he got cheaper. So where did I think he just saved up gold? He just.
I
Saved
think
gold.
so, yeah. So he's up here to start. Everybody's walking to lanes to try and get the matchups.
See,
that they
every
want.
game I tell you, every game is like this today because the
Yeah.
matchups are way too important. And you always see they smoke out and they place like wards behind the tower somewhere to scout the lanes, and voila, they switch their lanes. And then we're gonna see all these musical lanes bouncing around all the time. And you know who's gonna be happy? The supports, because they get the lane.
Ooh, they're going on September. These fire spirits are wearing out. I think he's dead. No, he's got the fairy fire. Alright, he's okay.
Very fine. This is his best hero, by the way. I'm not sure if you know. This guy plays a very, very good Phoenix. September.
Yeah, looking
He's
forward to
known. He's
seeing
known
it.
for his Phoenix. He's known as the one hero player in China.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
he's a bit of a
I
Phoenix.
only can play Phoenix.
I mean, you look at the he's got the relics, he's got the hats, he's set.
I'm done with you, man. I'm actually done with you.
Leave, would you just disconnect? Just do it.
Gorman will be angry at me. I don't want to piss Gorman off. I can piss you off, but not Gorman.
You see, yeah, this is that's how they. What's the saying? You know, if you want to find out who's really in charge, then you find the person who you're not allowed to criticize. And in this case, it's the Davids for sure. Oh, X Nova, are you dead up here? They're looking for this kill on Monet, but that's gonna be first blood for him. He's still living actually. Old 11, can you chase this kill down? He's regenning with the tangos. Monet's not dead. He's just gonna try and find a little hidey hole. Super's coming over to help out.
He's a
Oh, he's got a
player, man.
salve. He's
This guy is a
A-okay.
player.
Actually, maybe he's not A-okay. I lied.
He's fine.
Is it? Oh, he dodged! He's still
fine. Dota
living!
is so good. This guy is so good at Dota. He's so freaking good at Dota.
Oh, that little move was so nice. He just walked underneath the Tide, hopping over him. That was great.
To be honest, maybe he would rather die.
Well, because he's got no health. Yeah, that's true. He's got the courier. The courier's coming.
So he's gonna miss. I mean, I guess because the wave is pushing, actually, it's not so bad.
He's only gonna miss like one or two, maybe. Not even, maybe not even this melee.
Sometimes it is actually just better to die. Like seriously.
Yeah, get the reset. Not be under pressure like this. Ooh, got the drain. Okay, well now he's
still
dead.
died.
Yeah, he still died in the end.
So yeah, let's see about look at the other lanes. It's the Phoenix LC. How are they doing? 16 last hit.
You tell me. I'm gonna have a quick. I want to watch mid for just a second.
Troll is 11, so Troll is actually losing this lane because of a lane swap. And looking at the items, nobody has a headdress.
Bottom lane still just a bit of a spam fest, but it does seem like RNG better on the regen situation. Yeah, another swap. Chalice heads top. Ult 11 comes down bottom, but RNG seemingly content to just stick with what they've got, at least for now.
If they keep lane swapping like this, it's really, really bad for Razor. Razor is like Viper. You don't want to be moving around because you are very slow.
Does he need to swap though? Isn't he fine with this? I think he needs his support here, right? But
yeah, he just needs the support here. True. He doesn't really need to swap with the LC anymore. And LC, I don't think he minds so much laning in against this Tide. So it's more about the Lich having to get his ass back up at top.
Yeah, Super's coming back. He just went to go and secure the 4-minute run.
Yeah, and by the way, this is the time where you actually want to send, I didn't really get to say this, observers out on the position 5, because the bounty runes are spawning soon, and it's starting nighttime, and you're gonna want to place wards very, very soon.
Well, Super wanted to come back to the lane, but he's getting gone on. Chalice walking all the way over here.
Can't he just TP? And pray to the RNG gods that he doesn't get ensnared?
Yeah. He's just buying more time here. He's dead. Okay. He dragged them away a little bit, but
they should be still in time for the bounty run, so.
Well, FY trying to contest here. Tide also coming over. So Temper taking a lot of damage. No armor on this Phoenix. Lift him back into the anchor smash is almost enough to get the kill. September gonna pop the salve and maybe still go for this other bounty. It's actually running over towards mid. Somnus taking quite a lot of damage, but not dead. Setsu's actually rotating around. He's trying to cut him off. Oh, he doesn't go all the way for it.
He actually knew he was trying to go for the bounty runes, but I think he got scared in the end because he was worried that the Rubik was already there.
He didn't have enough for the Astral
Catapults.
either.
Let's pay attention. Catapult timing. So try versus try mid. Incoming.
Well, so far it's just 2v1. We'll see how we go. FY's just going for the wraparound. Wraparound gank is the name of the game. Into the Laguna Blade plus the
this is a report.
plus the Fade
This
Bolt.
is a report.
Why is he capping Outpost?
Why is he taking the outpost right now instead of being here? He needs to mirror the Rubik's movement. Holy shit! I think that triggers the OD. If the OD watches the replay, he's definitely gonna get triggered. Like, why are you taking?
Yeah. Would he have been able to stop that?
Well, at least he should.
I guess
be there,
he should be scouting, right? He should be checking.
If what you do, the result is not even that important here when you are dissecting the game. It's more about what he's doing. You know, if he's there, fine. He did his best. The kill still happened. And now top lane, Lina's, because of the middle kill, he's able to rotate. He picks up the haste rune. Like, all this is all a chain effect. You know, one thing leads to another. And the catapult is still alive for the troll, so he's looking to try to use this catapult to pressure.
Yeah, they want Monet. They've got a lot of nukes here. Super gonna try with the Frost Shield to help out a little bit, and they actually got the link out at the right time. So Chalice unable to commit. September, he was trying for the dive, but FY with the throwback actually happened to interrupt it.
And here comes the Lina again. Lina's everywhere.
Somnus making the rotation. Super, 2 touches to finish him off. Now FY scouting, looking for more. Monet realizing that this fight is done. Just gonna leave the supports for dead, and Somnus finds a double kill. As they also lose the... Wait. How does Legion Commander die bottom? Hello?
The Tide Hunter.
But why? Why does Tide have 10 damage now?
Because LC gave it to him. What do you want me to tell you?
What is this? What just happened? Like, so Razor TP'd out, he TP'd bottom. LC duels the Tide and just dies
Let's
solo.
focus on the good thing that happened there. Look at Somnus. He had a haste. He ran here. He tried to gank. They ran away. He ran back middle. The fight happened. He TP'd the top again, and he outplayed Raiden. Raiden thought the Lina was gone. They decided to engage at top, and no, Lina's back.
Yeah.
He's actually very good at like rotations, like knowing precisely when he should be moving and what he should be doing. It's something that comes with a lot of experience.
Old 11's got. Old 11's the real carry this game though. Look, this man's got 10 dueled victory damage. He's got a royal jelly.
Hey, Tide has a 250 damage talent. Stop mocking him. He can carry the game.
It's at level 25 though.
So
I'm not making fun of him. I think Old 11 is gonna put in a ton of work this game with this kind of start. I really think he is being not so greedy though. He is just gonna be going for a 4-staff first here.
So you are disappointed.
Disappointed in what? You're twisting my words.
Him not being greedy.
No, I'm applauding him for not. He's got a good start, and he's not being like, oh, I'm having a great start. I may as well just buy a,
Dude, you should
greedy
say
item.
he needs a 4-staff against Razor.
He does.
Then the explanation will be valid.
It's a really good game for 4-staff. He's helping out his cores as well. He's gonna help out the troll later on.
Yep. So right now, looking at the vision, oh, this is a very interesting observer. What? All right. One here by Daya. So they are playing this area. They're trying to lead the attention away from the troll and the Lina.
Super getting gone on. X Nova hopping forward, but I'm not sure if this is where he wants to be. And there is a point in the Sinister Gaze, so Nova's
okay.
dead here.
Look at this. RNG is actually moving too many heroes towards here, this area. They're not farming as well. Like sometimes when you're running into this kind of situations, when you see the enemy making a mistake, as core players, you have to be careful not to TP too many of the cores to the same place. And duel top.
Yeah.
OD
For
is
this
here.
kill onto the troll, Setsu does have the Sanity's Eclipse. They will get the dual victory damage.
Well, he's
Brought
actually
down Flywin.
rotating correctly today. I'm impressed.
Yeah,
he
nice.
had a very shitty game the other day. I just couldn't forget.
You're the flamer here, Winter. This is.
Dude, he was jungling when he had a 3-0 start on Ember Spray in mid lane. Like that is like one of the worst heroes to be jungling at that point when you're so strong. So bounty runes outpost, so one apiece outpost. Radiant's gonna secure the top bounty runes. Dire's gonna be able to get the bottom one. So this is the second wave of catapults. Let's see what tower's gonna go down here. Dire's gonna secure the tier 1 bot, so it's gonna allow them to take this area away. And Phoenix is playing the dead lane, so perfect. Both teams are doing the correct things.
Yeah. Lina has gone for some BOTs first, so Somnus being a little bit greedy, but I think he's had the start to be able to justify it. Grab a little bit of extra farm.
Oh, OD?
Oh,
He's running up the high ground.
Yep. Gets the imprisonment out, but he doesn't really have a whole lot of help here. Flywin is moving into position. Old 11 running through. He's got the Ravage, but no real way to set it up.
Wow, he actually has balls of steel, yeah? There's no wards. Only 2 heroes were showing on the map, and he just walked up the ramp. That guy's crazy, yeah?
FY... Okay. Oh, FY stole the Essence Flux. I don't think that's what he wanted. Oh, maybe. Maybe it's okay.
So, looking at the map right now... Actually, this...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm thinking whether I feel like the OD cannot really push this lane. I don't really like cores coming here to farm, like if the map is like this. Because you can only push like 1 or 2 waves here, and it's actually not very efficient for you to be down here. You know, you rather the Phoenix push out this wave, because the Phoenix can actually go up to here, no problem. You know, if he dies, it's
Right.
whatever.
But isn't part of the thing that they...
Look
Yeah,
at
Ravage
the
top.
OD.
Trouble for
Now
Flywin.
now the OD has no TP for this fight. He cannot come. Mid lane, troll. Is there a TP?
Pressuring the tier 1.
Top tower is under attack.
I mean, you see what I'm saying, right? He TP was here. He TP'd here. He took 1 wave of creeps and he slowly walked over here. Then he took another creep. Cam here. It's
Yeah.
not efficient, you know. He would rather be like around here, and then maybe he could have gone for this fight. And because the Phoenix was already at bot, he was supposed to push this wave. Like all these small things matters a lot. I can't stress it enough, you know.
But isn't part of the problem that they have a similar situation to LGD in the previous game where they've got like 3 full cores, a couple of them didn't really have great starts, so they all need to really just be sitting back and farming at the moment. So there just isn't enough space on the map for everybody, right?
Yeah, but I feel like what he did isn't really maximizing his time to farm.
Yeah.
Because he took one wave, then he walked here.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Well, he walked and then he saw that there was mud golems, and he was like, "Ah, frick! I can't farm these. So what's this about?"
Maybe okay, fine. He took 2 waves, so in 2 waves in total, he would have actually done 3 waves if he didn't move and he didn't TP.
Yeah. But should they have fought top? Because I don't really know if they have a fight in the top lane.
Yeah, that is true. That is a valid point because they are losing right now. The Dire team is a lot stronger than them. And the OD just wants to get whatever farm that he can get right now. I see where you're coming from.
So Chal's pushing up bottom. He's just going for a Diffusal Blade first, kind of the most aggressive build.
Yeah, but there's another thing I want to say. Like, if you're behind, right, you can't always try to dodge. Eventually, you're gonna have to take a fight because that's how Dota works. You need to pick a good fight. You're gonna hold a position. You're gonna hold a tower. Stay on your observer. Use the Phoenix 8 to fight. Eventually, you're gonna have to fight.
Yeah, because they're only going to fall further and further behind, right? They haven't taken a tier 1, so if they're just playing the economy game, the graphs are just going to keep getting worse because LGD have more of the map.
You're farming and they're farming a bigger piece of the pie right now. This is their pie. You are here.
I want FY. Alright, dispels himself with the press the attack and just walks it off.
Look at the map again. Position for support here, dead lane. The 3 heroes here, very nice. The Tide is playing with the troll. They are very strong, and Lina's gonna take mid. The person that should be taking mid is the one that can clear the creep wave the fastest. Usually, that's the best person.
And Lina can also be here because they can just BOT and glyph the wave as well.
So everyone is at the right spot, and Rubik can TP to the outpost if the fight happens. So LGD is playing the whole map very, very well right now, getting the most. And it's not just about getting the most. I think having the right person at the right area is also very, very important. And so right now, they're converging here. They have this observer wall on the high ground. Radiant is trying to smoke to reclaim this area. This could be a chance for them to reclaim the area.
Yeah, they're thinking that this is their fight, but Monet just walked straight into the big nuke damage, and he's just dead.
Okay.
Alright.
So I guess that means that the defense is over. Lich is trying to buy time. But he's gonna get Gush.
I think he's okay.
Probably, no point for them to chase. This is not important. Like, it means nothing to kill the Lich. So back to playing the map for the OD, the rest of the heroes. This is the safest place to farm material. The enemy jungle.
Oh, they've got the Ags at least.
On OD?
On OD, yeah.
Oh, that's a huge power up. LC? Thinking about dueling the Tide again? Think twice?
Yeah, probably not the best idea.
Not now, maybe later when the OD can kill the Tide.
Okay, so they went back to their sentry, they've smoked up, they're looking for something. What do they see on the map?
They have to reclaim this area. They want to reclaim this area, because they know that the Lina is occupying here.
Yeah.
But right now they don't have vision, so they need to place some observer wards. Preferably they have some ward here, but they don't seem to have observer wards. He placed the observer. I actually don't like him. He smoked past this area, then he placed his observer wards. I think this is not very good. Like, you need to save that ward in case you fight around this area, so you can place one. Again, a very small detail, but could change the game.
Yeah. It was kind of a half-hearted smoke, right? They came in here and then
it was with the right
intention.
Split up. I think they were supposed to play here, reclaim this area, so that this Razor can push the wave up to here, so they can extend the map at least to half like this. But it was just like, maybe if he had I'm not saying he will definitely get the kill, but maybe if he placed the observer here, maybe they have a better chance of getting a kill, because they had the vision. Like, what he's doing here is less than ideal, because this ward doesn't really help them that much right now.
So this is a very different dynamic from what you've been talking about in some of the other games.
Yeah,
they're ganking for Setsu here. Ooh.
Oh no, this is the dead
he's got vision on the hill. That's nice.
Yeah. Yep, this is
good ward.
So that Radiant should defend this area right now.
Can they catch something? It'd be great if they could. No.
Radiant is doing a good job at defending their areas. They understand that they have to defend. They can't just keep exchanging and giving and giving and giving. They have to hold their ground. They have to fight somewhere with the egg. Defend the this is like 1 and 2. This is the 2 most important territories. The left one is more important because this area allows them to control the Rosh. If Dire takes this area, the Roshan is gone. So Radiant has to defend this area with everything they got.
Chalice has got Defusal. He's going to be pretty eager to take a fight if one actually gets offered at mid. Super a little bit out of position. They send Old 11 in. They do get the Drain along with the Duel. Can they pop the Tidehunter? That's got to be the big question. And they do manage it. There is good damage coming out of X Nova, but that's also going to get cancelled. And what a great team fight from RNG. Just take those 2 kills and run.
They got the very, very important target of the Dire team fight, the Ravage. Was enough to secure the fight, so as you can see, once the OD has enough damage to kill the Tide, it's no problem for the LC to just straight up duel the Tide. And LGD is going to have to be very, very, very careful right now. They're going to have to try to make sure, maybe if they can get a Halberd, that would be great. So when they duel the Tide, you can Halberd. You can Halberd the OD.
Yeah,
that would be nice. But I guess the only person who can buy is the Tide. No one else can actually buy that item.
Yeah, I guess Tide can just try and tank up a bit more. Because he was kind of close to surviving long enough to get the
Nobody is a
Ravage
tank against OD. Nobody. If you're a tank, you become paper against OD. OD does that to you.
I do have to, I think, also give... It's not that out of the ordinary, but compared to some of the Legion commanders we've seen in this tournament, going for the Blink first, but that's what they kind of need from Flywind. Can they interrupt this TP? And yes, they can. It means they're not going to get the dual victory damage, but should still easily get this kill onto FY. He steals the imprisonment, gets put under again. He's actually got an imprisonment of his own. They just use the sanities to secure the kill, and Setsu will get a double immediate buyback out of the Rubik. Ravage
nice
catching
Ravage.
onto 3. Now Chalice looking for his target. Setsu does actually imprison the Troll Warlord and just walk away. Somnus trying to finish him off. Is it going to be enough damage? One more auto attack does it. Somnus does have everything that he needs. Monet draining in onto Old 11. He's going to finish that kill, but now Chalice and Somnus locking in onto the Razor. They bring him down. Double kill for the Lina. And PSG.LGD.
That buyback was actually so crucial there from the Rubik. That was a very, very good Ravage to start things off from 011. Sacrificing himself for the greater good of his people.
What did FY actually get done in that fight? I guess just cast a couple of Fade Bolts?
I mean, just a couple of Fade Bolts, do some damage, but it was...
Right.
The numbers advantage, you know. Maybe if they didn't have the extra Rubik, I'm not sure whether Dire wants to take the fight, you know.
Yeah.
It actually means a lot in terms of how the team is feeling, how you are at your mental state. You need to be willing to commit, and if you don't buy back, maybe the Tide doesn't really want to go in there, you know. He's gonna hesitate, and he doesn't get the Ravage.
Oh, Flywind wanted to cap this back, but not gonna happen.
Outpost. As a result, Dire is rewarded double outpost.
Yeah, Setsu's trying to sneak over here and grab a couple of bounties, and he will. But that's going to extend the experience lead a little bit further. Still pretty close on net worth and experience. I really have to give RNG a lot of credit. Like you've been saying, it's not the easiest thing to do, to just keep switching back and forth between the two sides and
it's not just
keep up
switching,
the farm efficiency.
You have to understand like when you should be moving. It's not just like blindly switching, or Dire is moving here, or Radiant's moving here. No. It's actually it's more than that. It's knowing about when you should be switching and when you should be staying, and who should be staying in the shitty place to farm to ensure that the enemy team has to come kick you away to expand resources, so you give more space to your other heroes. It's a team effort, you know. If one piece in the puzzle does not do what he's supposed to do, the whole puzzle just breaks apart.
But they've been keeping the net worth line pretty stable for the last little bit. Ooh, walking up the high ground is Super. Flywind just trying to cap from the low ground, but Somnus is going to yield him up, and he's also got an Arcane Rune here for the lead of the Blade Mail. Is a little bit of a problem. Somnus has done a lot of damage to himself just off of the Blade Mail on Flywind. Old 11 running forward, still doesn't quite have the Ravage yet. September does have a dive. Flywind's got a blink. They're both going to be okay. Chalice is wandering through the Radiant jungle at the moment, and Setsu's found him. There's an imprisonment. They're also running the Razor over into position. What can the Troll Warlord actually do? Chalice gets the slowdown, but here comes the rest of the team. They're trying to bail out their carry, but Chalice just in no man's land. He will be able to pop the ultimate. They're trying to turn this around. Tidehunter, where is he? Finally coming in the duel. Here's the Ravage. Duel controlling the Lina, but they've got good damage. That might just be a duel victory. Sanity's Eclipse now dropped, though, and that's the end of Old 11. That is the end of everyone on the side of LGD. Too little too late to save the Troll Warlord, and that's Monet finding a double.
I should have just left him to die, but it was a very difficult call to make, because he ran so far away, like from here to here, and he was very near to the tower. So the Dire team, obviously, you will feel like, oh, maybe we could save him, you know. Like that move there when he was running away and he was able to pop his ulti just kind of baited his team in.
Yeah,
But
otherwise it would have just been him dying, and that would have been kind of the
Yeah,
end
but
of
I
the
don't
story.
blame them. You know, he's the carry. They have to do everything they can to keep him alive. But maybe if the tide, I feel like if the tide TP'd here, because nobody TP'd here, he TP's here and he gets the 4-star from the troll. Maybe the fight would have been different. Because he was here, he TP'd on the outpost here, so not very sure. But
Is it right for Troll to even feel safe to be here in the Radiant jungle? Though, like, there's 0 observer wards for LGD on the map currently, so they have no information.
Yeah, this is the line. He's here. He was here farming this camp. If he was farming here, and this is the max I would tolerate. You know, like
yeah, this is fine. Maybe the ancients.
But he farmed this camp. Like this camp is beyond the line, so you die. Like you think this line is actually a very silly thing. But if you look at how people are dying in the game, not just pubs, and even in the pro games, you usually die when you're way past the line. Like this line actually it's like a guideline, you know.
Right, but figuring out where the line is also.
Yeah, you don't have to follow it 100%, but it's there to help you decide. Oh, am I in the right area? Am I in the wrong area? Should I be here? How much risk am I taking? What category am I? What am I in this game? Am I allowed to do this or that? You know, everything.
Right.
Like Dota is like you want to play with a system, like with a sense of direction. Who is doing what instead of just trying to do everything with instinct. Some players have really good instinct. They don't really follow a system, but their intuition is actually already the right thing to do.
Right. Just from playing thousands of games, right?
Yeah, some players are
have a sense.
Actually that good, you know. They don't even need to think about it. But it's always nice, you know, to have a team discussion and always talk about stuff like this, you know. So everyone is precisely clear.
Do you think it's important to formalize it to that degree as well, though, or is it just a way of talking about it? Like, do you?
It's just a way of talking about it. A lot of players explain it in a different way, but it's the same thing.
Right.
Some teams, like I told you, I don't like this. Some teams they do it like this. The line is half across the map. But I told you why I didn't like it, right? Because where is the carry supposed to farm? The reason the map is like this is because this is the gold mine. There's a lot of camps here. The carry wants to be there.
Right.
And so again, LGD with FY, he's in the dead lane. He breaks the smoke. That's perfect. And his team is coming down.
Is he dead? Hello? Did they even?
No.
Did they not even realize where he was? Fine. All right, he's good.
But they have a lot of.
Oh, they're coming over now. They do have the Ravage, but there's the BKB available on the OD.
They have to stand on the high ground, hold the high ground. Dire needs to hold. If they go down and fight on the low ground, they might lose the fight.
They don't have everybody here just yet. They are TPing some over to the tier 1 tower, but if they get split down the middle, that's a dangerous way to take this fight. And there's two
Legion
BKBs
Commander.
on RNG. They've got a duel over on the other side. They found the Rubik. They're splitting the fight a little bit. Lina trying to focus onto the Legion Commander, but the imprisonment defensively from Setsu going to keep him nice and safe. Flywing going to be okay. He even purges off the Diffusal. Now September looking for his opportunity, going to go in, focusing onto Chalice. He pops the Battle Trance, but he's getting dragged away from his team, and Monet's got the full duration link on him. So no problem whatsoever dealing with this Troll Warlord. That's his full BKB.
Very nice egg. And another catch here. OD catches the tide.
Another kill.
This is very, very big. This ward here, like this ward actually just won them the game. I mean this fight, sorry. Getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, they got the... Because LGD were kind of gearing up the fight over here, right? You could see that the Lina and everybody was moving this way.
Low ground. If they fought on, like if they got caught here, like all this area, low ground, they're just gonna lose the fight. This is the only area they could fight. This is their Helm's Deep. Their wall is here. This pocket.
Yeah. But instead, and I think they were hoping to, you know, maybe force one of the BKBs and then kite, but instead it just
it's okay.
Gets away from them.
They can still play the game. It's not over yet for LGD. Troll still in a pretty decent spot. Lina is top of the network for Dire, but like overall the game is still manageable for Dire. They just need to find a fight. Like I always stress out during this kind of scenarios, it's all about the positioning. It's all about the vision. You know, who gets the jump on the high ground, who's on the low ground, who sees who and whatnot. So you have to be very, very disciplined. Like how you are chasing heroes, how you're running, how you're starting the fight, you know, everything has to be well planned. It's not just about, oh, I see the enemy, then I think about what to do. No, it's thinking about what to do, then you see the enemy, then you precisely cast every single spell. Right. And so right now, with the dagger on the tide, they've decided to make this smoke play. Do they have an observer on the... Yeah, the Starfire has an observer, so this is perfect. he can place one here, so they can steal the rush.
Ooh, but the Radiant have
Nice.
scanned this out. They know what's going on. Flywind walking down into the river. He still hasn't even spotted just yet. They're going to go for him first. FY does get the lift over onto the OD, but over onto the Legion, sorry, but the OD immediately just mows him down. Chalice pops his BKB trying to fight, but Monet has found his target. They've got the link, and now the Phoenix Sun in the middle of the
Nice,
fight.
bro.
They're locking down the Tide Hunter. Old 11 can't get the Ravage off. Chalice will be dead next. X-Nova trying to retreat on the other side, but could be the bigger target. The Lena's being fouled out by Setsu. Somnus, another imprisonment, and now they've got the Sinister Gaze waiting for him on the other side. More than enough damage, and that is a GG called. LGD have had enough, and RNG will be taking this series 2-0.
Yeah, that moment right there, even though they had the vision, but they were once again, they were on the low ground, they were trying to chase up or catch the hero on the high ground. It's a very significant disadvantage in the team fights when a team decides to do that. When you do that, you better make sure that the person you jump on, you're eliminating him right away. But that wasn't the case. They didn't get, if you didn't jump on OD, like if you look at their heroes, right? If OD is not the hero that you get the initiation on, chances are he's going to prison the other guy and you're not going to kill him. So then you're going to put yourself in a very, very precarious position. And that was what happened. Like RNG definitely played really, really well here, even though it was kind of like LGD running up the ramp there, but they took advantage of it.
But I think even if they make the decision to hard commit on the Legion, there was always going to be the possibility of Setsu coming in with a defensive
and
imprisonment.
Let's not forget, this game started out with RNG losing the lanes. They were not in a very good spot early on, but how they were rotating like left to right, if you remember what I was talking about, like how they were moving, taking back their areas. I mean, some of them it didn't work out, but what I'm focusing on is the intention, how they are playing the game when they're on the losing end. They're trying to defend. They didn't really even move, if you remember correctly. They didn't move to the enemy area at all, but they're always defending the left and right side of their own jungle. They're at bare minimum defending it, trying to use the wards. Some of the fights didn't go their way, but the intention was correct.
And I think a huge amount of credit has to go to Flywind, right? He got the Blink Dagger first. We saw some extremely crucial duels setting up fights. I mean, that was the Tide kill mid, the Rubik kill bottom. Every single time he was really the one leading his team.
He actually have the wrong intention when he's playing, the wrong mindset, sorry, the right words, mindset. When he's playing the Tide in this game, you cannot actually be the front line as Tide. Because the moment you get duel, because the problem is your team does not have any save. If you have a Shadow Demon, sure, maybe if the LC duels, you can do that. But because this kind of game is like, he needs to not ever be dueled. Anyone on his team could be dueled. Anyone, but not him. Because he needs to cast his Ravage. The OD wants to kill him first.
Yep. Yeah, and I think the last two picks for RNG were great, right? The OD and the Razor were exactly what they needed against this Troll and Tide Hunter. It really just kind of neutered aspects of LGD's draft. I think it could have gone very differently, right? A couple of different fights. Maybe Chalice doesn't get caught out in that in the Radiant jungle that one time, and then he gets to fight with the BKB instead, and maybe they win that fight, and the whole trajectory of the game changes. But
the draft has some issues, but it didn't really lose them the game. Like, it was more about what they were doing in the game, how they were moving as a team. Radiant just moved better, as a team. They took the better fights. They played with their vision. They used the positioning, the high ground, the low ground. They just played better. They deserve to win this game.
For sure. And with that, they're going to knock LGD down a peg. So LGD now with a 5-2 series record here in CDA League. They're going to move up a little bit, so 4-3. That puts them right among Vici at 4-2, Newbie at 4-4. So the middle of the pack getting pretty compressed here. And IG's not too far away either. They're currently 5-3. So things really heating up as we get into the final couple of days. We've got 3 days of action left. We've got another triple header tomorrow. It's going to be RNG versus Aster, IG versus Sparking Arrow, and then we've got Vici versus eHome to round off the day. Winter, I believe you'll be joining me for tomorrow as well, right?
If you need me.
yeah. I think I do need you. So please come and cast Winter. Today was a lot of fun, and I think everyone watching enjoyed it as well.
See you tomorrow.
Great. All right, thanks guys for tuning in. We're gonna send you off to go and watch some of the. I think there's other Dota on, right? There's some BTS Pro series, something. Maybe starting off, or ESL is starting in about an hour. So go and enjoy a break, and then go and watch some more Dota. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you back here tomorrow for some more CDA action.